It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a review for Belle Collective, Season 2, Episode 4, you guys. I think the episode is titled Heir. I think it's supposed to be Heir Wars, but it's Heir Wars. But I think it was a play on hair. I don't know. Before we go ahead and get into this review, you guys, if you guys are watching this video or any other on my channel and you guys are not subscribed, then I want you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, sharing the video, you guys. And with that out the way, without further ado, let's discuss Belle Collective, shall we? All right, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. This episode review might not be long because not a lot happened in this episode. It actually gave pretty much filler, if we're gonna be honest with each other. So this episode, we open up and we see Letitia. So she is down there on Ferris Street with Akisha. So Akisha is giving her the tour of Ferris Street, almost as if she doesn't know Ferris Street. I was like, okay, girl, we gonna play along. Like Letitia said, she was bored. Girl, so was I. I stopped listening at one point. So I know she was talking about, the church where she got married at, she got baptized at. I know she said, now this is something that I don't think we knew this last season, that Ferris Street was once a plantation. So the black people built everything down there. Oh, okay, I guess. So then, Letitia's like, she wants to sit down and she wants to talk to Marie about this. And Akisha was like, talk to Marie about what? Now, granted, I don't see it for Akisha. I will give Akisha one thing. When she said talk to Marie about, possibly doing business, I was like, I was with Akisha. I don't necessarily know if I want to have a conversation. I don't know if I want to work with Marie. Because Marie came to your brunch on some bullshit. Like, so yeah, we gonna have to kind of skirt on that one right there. So that was the one time I was with Akisha. Other than that, I just don't see it for Akisha. I know that we all know how Carlos is. So if we don't like somebody, they're gonna come back for another season if it gets renewed. So we don't like Akisha, so more than likely Akisha's coming back. Kind of like with Love and Marriage DC. I know the people who don't like Winter. I know because there are a lot of people that didn't like Winter. So if you guys didn't like Winter and you let it be known on Twitter, Carlos doesn't care. He's gonna bring Winter back. Might be even, and then she might even come back in a full-time capacity, kind of like Destiny on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So then we see Marie and Letitia. They are meeting up at Letitia's office. So Marie wants to talk to Letitia about the brunch. And it's so funny. She doesn't want to own up to anything. Because she's talking about, she's telling her, she's made the decision that she won't attend any more of her brunches. I was like, okay, what is that supposed to mean to her? Anybody. So she wants to say that, Letitia was like, I wanted you to come to the brunch so that you can empower, so that you can, be a powering force to other women. Okay, I guess, right? But Marie felt like it was shade there. I'm like, and now, let me say this. There could have been some shade there, right? But this is Carlos King. This is a Carlos King production that I'm talking about here. If there was some shade at that brunch, Carlos would have fitted into the episode. So I don't know where she was met with some shade. And even if someone's being shaded towards you, like, you took things to a whole nother level. So if you feel like somebody's being shaded towards you, you can say, you know what? I'm feeling a little way about this right here, right now. And you address it right then and there. But you caused the whole scene. And this isn't the first time that you've caused a scene. And then I have an issue with Marie because it's like Marie forgets that she started the shit with Latrice last season when you came to that first event with that terrible, that yucky wig on that you had, that you was asking, is this goddess length hair? And Latrice told you that's not her hair. And you said that, you sent somebody to, when I even remember back to what the issue is with Marie and Latrice, you came at her business on national television. She didn't do nothing to you. You came at her sideways, right? you guys remember what the story was, that, she sent someone down to quote unquote Latrice's store to buy some hair so that she could wear it to the event, right? But she got the hair and the hair was terrible quality hair. So she was going to wear it to the event so that way she could basically call out Latrice. And Latrice told her that that wasn't her hair. So for you to talk about she attacked your business, you started it. You came at her business first. So I can't be upset. So even if Latrice did do what Maria's accusing her of doing, I can't feel too sorry for Marie, because you started it by coming at another person's business that was shady in itself. So I don't really feel too much for Marie. If you guys do, that's fine, and you guys can let me know in the comment section, right? But Letitia tells Marie that she just needs to let this stuff go, and I was like, exactly. Like, it's like somebody who, it's like you throw a rock at her and you throw a rock at her. I want to throw a rock at her. She turns around. Who threw the rock at me? But Maria's the only person back to her. I don't know who did it. She's like, okay, and she'd be like, okay, whatever. Pop. Hit her with a bigger rock. Okay, who just hit me with the rock? Then she says, you know what, fuck it. I'm done again. Then you grab a bigger rock and pop, knock in the head, and she'd be like, okay, bitch, you done hit me one too many times with a motherfucking rock. Now it's time for me to get back at your ass, right? You see the point? You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't be, you started it with her, and now she comes back at you allegedly, and now you are playing the victim. How does that work? Like, Marie, I want to like Marie, but she just does things that just irks me. And I want her to get rid of that blonde hair. That I want her to do. Let it go, girlfriend. Get rid of that blonde wig. It is ugly. Go back to your Missy Elliott curls. Go back to them. Let's pause here, you guys, and let's move forward. You guys, next up we got to talk about, I don't really want to, but let's talk about Glenn real quick. Glenn is delusional. So Glenn is talking to Faye, who is Letitia's mom, right? And, he's asking her how's his son. She says, he's okay. But then Glenn is talking about his dad. Now, I get it. Glenn doesn't want to technically repeat the cycle that his dad has done, but you kind of are repeating the cycle. I know you said your dad wasn't in your life, but at the rate that you're going, you're not going to be in your son's life, right? Because your son's going to eventually get old. If you keep doing the stupid shit that you're doing by talking to outside women, your son is going to get older. Your son is going to see the way that you've treated his mother, and your son will probably not want to have any dealings with you, right? So, yeah. He tells her mom about, him going down to Tisha's business, and they had an argument. I don't blame her for, like, you are making her look ridiculously foolish. You re-proposed to your wife, but then you were still talking to another woman. Make that shit make some kind of logical sense to me why you would do that. You can't make any sense of that, right? So he doesn't feel that, he feels because it's not physical that he's not cheating. Okay, Tisha, I want you to do something for me, girlfriend. Go find you the finest man down there in Jackson, Mississippi, right? Text him. Text him. Send him some, not send him nudes. I'm not saying send him some nudes, but send him sexually suggestive text messages, and then show Glenn, like, hey, baby, so I met this man down at the bar, and I was talking to him, and I was telling him what the things I would love to do with him, because I'm pretty sure that's what Glenn was talking to this woman about, what he wants to do to her, what he would like to do to her, just being an ass, being a cheater, a jerk, right? So Letitia, go find the finest man you can find, and wear that outfit that you wore at the end of the episode when you met Glenn up for that date. Wear that outfit. Go to the bar. The men are gonna come to you. Get every last man's number that comes to you. Put them in a group text. Text each and every one of them the most sexually suggestive shit that you can. Say, Glenn, look at this. What you think? Am I cheating or am I not cheating? He gonna be pissed. He gonna be in his feelings. Like, I just don't understand dumb shit like that. It's okay for you. It's okay for you to do it, but then if your wife do it, oh no, that fragile masculinity is gonna take a hit. That male ego is gonna take a hit, baby. Go to hell, Glenn. That's all I gotta say is go to hell. You guys, Akisha and her husband, they can go. I know that Carl's gonna keep them around, but honestly, now when I watched this episode with Akisha and her husband, they ain't got a storyline. They have a slight storyline, but it's a storyline that's going to be, what is the word I want to say? Annoying. So he is from New York, right? She's in Jackson. How did y'all meet? Y'all lived in New Jersey. I get I can understand what he's saying, right? Because that's kind of how it is with my hometown in Dallas, right? Dallas is a busy city. My hometown, it's pretty quiet. It's not as busy as Dallas is, right? So people who come from Dallas to my hometown, it's it's like a shell shock for them. Like they didn't realize that it was just as quiet as it is. Like, I mean, we do have busy busy streets, you guys. We have busy streets in my hometown, but it's nothing like Dallas. So people find it kind of boring, right? And that's probably what it is for him with Jackson. So they go see a house. Sophia is showing them a house. I don't know if he liked the house or not. I really, honestly, God, don't care, you guys. So I mean, Akisha and him can go. No storyline, no storyline. I know she wants to own a property while they are there in Jackson to revitalize Ferris Street. She says that could be about 2 years. She doesn't want to pay someone else's mortgage. That part I understand. That part I definitely understand. But hey, I really don't care, to be quite honest with you guys. So let's pause here and go ahead and move forward. So you guys, Essie, and she went down there to see Latrice, you guys. Baby, when she and Latrice, she went into that store, Latrice was being messy. Did you come down here for a makeover? I was like, Latrice, girl, not a makeover. So then they do sit down and they talk, right? And I was like, oh, Essie, does Marie know that you came to see Latrice? Because, girl, I think your girlfriend is going to be mad at you. I think you and Bae going to have a problem when y'all get home tonight. You and Bae going to have a problem. I know that they're not lesbians, you guys. These are jokes. But yeah, I do believe that Marie is not going to be the happiest when she finds out that she sat down with Latrice, right? So they shade each other on business. Now, when Essie said that she and Marie are estheticians and that they do hair, the esthetician part, I'll give you that, because Essie's skin looks good. I'll give Essie that esthetician. I'll even give Marie esthetician. But as far as hair goes, no. If y'all have, now here's my thing. Let's go back to what I said earlier in the review. If Marie has a hairline, why were you going down to goddess lengths and not using your own hair? So that way people be like, oh, where did you get this hair from? Self promotion. Promote your own shit. You know what? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, we're back. So they sit down. And once again, I'm not upset with Latrice. If Latrice did say, because Latrice did say in this moment that they were talking about a phone call that Latrice had where she told the girl not to, dig up any information on Letitia, but Marie, she didn't care, right? And she said, I did say that. And like I said earlier, I don't blame Latrice, you guys. If you come at my business, my livelihood, the way that I feed myself and my family, we got a problem. Like, you see how Marie is upset about these rumors about the fraud, right? You see how upset Marie is about those rumors. That could be disparaging. Essie said they lost business partners, they lost employees, and they lost, clients, right? why can't y'all see how that may have been, how that may be the same thing for Latrice? Because we were like, all of us who are watching Belle Collective season one, none of, unless you live in unless you live in Mississippi and you know Latrice personally, then you would just go you would go off of Marie's word that that was terrible quality hair, and you'd be like, oh shit, goddess links, babe. I don't want no goddess links. If it looks that stringy and that synthetic, I don't want it. So like, I want to understand how do y'all not see what Marie did is the same thing that she's accusing Latrice of doing. Marie, you're worse than what Latrice. You're worse because those you actually did it to Latrice. You showed up to her business. You showed up to that event saying that that was her hair. She's telling you it's not her hair. You are on camera with this ugly ass wig saying that you got it from Goddess Links. So you can't deny that it was you that said it. Latrice is saying that she had nothing to do with the person who posted that stuff. Could it be? Could she be telling the truth? Yes. Could she be lying? Absolutely. But y'all gotta agree to disagree. It's not agree to agree. Y'all gotta kind of let bygones be bygones, right? Like I said before, Marie started it, and like I said, if Latrice did do that, I'm not 100% up. I'm not upset with Latrice because you came from my business first. So turnabout is fair play, right? Like we all say, you can't do something to someone and then dictate how they respond to what you do to them. And that's this prime situation. So, but Latrice said she's willing to sit down and have a conversation with, what's her name? Marie. How did the episode end, you guys? I can't remember. Oh, the episode, so it ended with Glenn and Letitia meeting up. Girl, Letitia, I'm not one to tell somebody to leave their marriage, right? That's not something that I would do. But I also have to say that in a marriage, right? If your husband or wife cheats on you once and you forgive them, that's fine, right? But if it becomes a pattern, I don't understand how you can be so forgiving of that. And it's one thing, it's one thing to forgive. Like I said, it's one thing to forgive them once, right? But if it turns into a trend, if it turns into a pattern, you got to ask yourself, not what's wrong with me, what's wrong with you? Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep doing this? Obviously, you don't love me and you don't want me and this family, right? So that would be my thought process, but I don't know. Who am I, right? I'm not married. Don't know if I want to get married, but I just know that for me, cheating is. Now, I will say for me, cheating is not a deal breaker. It wouldn't be, but it would be a deal breaker for me if it happened multiple times. If it happens more than once, then I do have an issue with that. And that's all I got, you guys. Let me know what you guys think about this episode. Chime in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, you guys. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys. And until the next time, you guys, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. Remember, you guys, wash your hands, wear a mask, socially distance, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.